Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, I'm Jane and you're welcome to my space. If it's your first time on my channel, I am a lifestyle Nigerian based content creator living in Port Harcourt. Recently just relocated from the Philippines after 7 years of living there. Today's video, I'll be sharing tips that you need to consider before moving to Nigeria. First thing I would say is travel to Nigeria as much as you can so you get acquainted to the environment, which is something that I didn't do. I have a lot of culture shock. I wish I had traveled more often than just coming back and moving into the system. Another thing I would say you should consider is housing. So I currently live in my family house, but I really wish that I have my own space because of privacy and also just put the space together to be mine, and there is nothing like having yours. But I was so confused because I wasn't sure if I was going to remain in Port Harcourt or I was going to move to Lagos. That kind of affected my decision when it comes to housing. I was just like, okay, let me just come and see what it looks like, how it will feel like to live here, and then I would know if I'm going to remain in my family house or not. And upon arrival, I really do think it's not that bad for me to remain in my family house as far as I have my own room and I can just turn this room into my own space, which I'm gradually doing. Make sure that you have a plan for your apartment because see, when you stay in your family house, you have zero privacy. If you listen clearly in this video, you can hear my siblings shouting, the churches are making noise. But now if I had my own apartment, I would know how to pick an environment that is quiet for me, that don't have churches up and down. Like for here now, there's a school near my house. They make noise on weekly days, then on Sundays or even at night I have to deal with the churches making noise here and there. So these are things that you need to put into consideration before getting a house. Also, the structure of the house, you need to be sure if you're going to be renting if this house is very stable and is built well, because guy, we've been hearing a lot of news about people's POP falling in their houses and damaging properties, so you need to actually put that into consideration. Renting is not cheap, honestly. If you're going to move in, like just relocate, move in, buying properties, all of that, it will cost you a lot of money compared to if you just move into your parents' house and just try to make your own space. But that also depends on the type of home that you guys have. For me now, this is our home and we all have like our individual spaces, so that's different for someone who doesn't have that kind of home. For instance, maybe you share with siblings, relatives, you won't actually have your space. For me, I can just be in here, lock up my door and nobody is disturbing me. But if you are going to live with like your sister's husband, sibling, or your auntie, it's a bit different. I don't think you're going to actually have that space at all because it is not your space and you cannot make decisions to certain things. They might give you curfew, there's no privacy, and people act weird. After 3-4 months, they begin to give you attitude and you're beginning to consider moving and all that. So be ready to mingle and get to know people. That's one thing that I'm struggling with. Like, I'm literally looking for friends that I can go out with and all that, because all my friends are no longer in town anymore. They're based either in Lagos, Abuja, or they're outside the country. Literally, people I grew up with in this area are no longer here. On my own right now, I did come across a page on Instagram that do post events of what's happening in your city, so I follow them and I've seen quite a number of events that I'm interested in and I would like to attend, so that I'm looking forward to. So go out there, mingle and get to know people. Now let's talk about how much money you should save before moving back to Nigeria. To be honest, I'm going to tell you a minimum of $10,000 but with the way the currency and the way naira is falling every day, that is shit right now. But do save a good amount of money before moving back, because this country is expensive. Data is expensive, transportation is expensive, especially for me. Like, you can take the regular bus or taxis or keke with tricycle, but it's not so safe. It's safer to have your private car because you're not going to experience this one chance people, the robbers, all of that. Having a car also has its own disadvantages because you can park your car, go in, come out, and people that actually have the car will take it away from you. your car gets stolen or they remove a part of your car or something. Nigeria is just so insecure, so you have to create measures for you. For me, I do not have a private car, I don't drive, so I still use the buses and I take taxis, keke or boat, depending on how far I'm going or how I'm dressed, or different things attract what mode of transportation I use. Please have another citizenship, be a dual citizen. I don't know how, or have some sort of permanent residence, because if anything happens, you can just go back. If it's not working out for you, you can just go back, so you do not get stuck in this country. That's just what I'm going to say. Make sure that you do have another pali somewhere before moving back here. Make sure to have done your visibility studies if you want to start up a business. See, you guys, don't use Instagram to weigh what is happening in this real life. Instagram is all fake. Forget all people that are telling you sold out, and you feel like that's the business you want to venture in here. Guy, you're going to cry premium tears. So make sure you do your research, make sure that you're on the right track, so that you don't invest your money and then you lose your money at the end of the day. Make sure that you're doing a genuine business and you know that it will do well for you, and you have an insight of what you're trying to set up. How much you're going to spend to start up a business is never actually enough in this country, so make sure to do your homework. So there are no jobs here, to be honest. Some people are still stuck up in jobs where they owe them just because of the job scarcity, and I feel like before you move here, it's either you're starting up a business, because if you're actually coming here to start looking for a job, there will be problem. One thing I did before moving back was securing myself a job. Yes, I work a 9-to-5 now and I'm comfortable with it, and I also plan on starting up a business, but for now my 9-to-5 is what I'm surviving on until further notice. Okay, you also need to consider the weather when you're coming here. Some of you that want to do some shopping and all that, let me tell you, in this shopping part, let me tell you, all the clothes I brought back, I cannot wear them in Port Harcourt. They told me that if I want to wear them, I should travel to Lagos and go and wear them, because Port Harcourt people will shame you. Okay, they will shame you. They will literally embarrass you if your breast is all out or you're showing too much of legs. They embarrass you. Don't, like, see guys, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't try to shop clothes that are going to, you know, expose your body a lot. Here they are quite judgmental about what you wear, so you want to be on the safe side and not receive all that treatment, or having all these area boys, as they call them, harass you on the way. So if you're shopping, please shop wisely. It's also very hot here, so don't shop thick clothes, because the sun in Nigeria is hot, okay, but obviously it's not as hot as where I'm coming from. Another thing you should consider is light supply, because Nigeria do not have 24 hours of light, so you need to consider that in whatever you're doing. You need to maybe invest in an inverter or solar, or you need to get a generator. So for me, I'm lucky to have a place that have at least 22 hours of light. Sometimes we get 24 hours of light, to be honest. They don't take it for like 2 days, and that's one of the reasons why I don't want to move out, because I don't know the place where I'm moving to, maybe I will be having light issues. So here we use shell lights. We have constant light. I'm good with it. Like, I've never had a situation where my phone just goes down or turns off from me. No, I've not. Since I came back, my phone has not gone off. Like, there's always light. I actually run my phone to 1% and light is there for me to charge, but there's currently no light for some reason. Okay, because prepaid got finished, so I have to go and buy prepaid on our way to church. You need to be careful, and you need to be able to observe what is going on around your area. First of all, they have this thing where they stop people, collect your phone, ask you for your details, your bank details, and wipe out your account. So you need to be careful. You also need to be careful of the type of boat you enter. Make sure to do the security checks when you get in. Does it have a way you can open the door when you get in? Those are the things that I do when I take boat. Also make sure that you have pepper spray with you or something to defend yourself if anyone tries to hurt you, because Nigeria is a complete mess. Okay, when it comes to security, you need to secure yourself. Literally, you need to be the one guarding yourself at all time. Make sure not to walk out too late in the night, because that's when they target people, or too early in the morning. Before you go out in the morning, make sure that it's bright, and don't stay out too late. And even if you're going to stay out too late, make sure that you have a means of going back home. Maybe someone is taking you home, or you have your special boat driver that would come pick you up at any time that you call him. Naira is worthless, okay? So mind the way you spend. Currency can finish anyhow. Data is not cheap, guys. I can't explain how much I have spent on data, and now I'm trying to actually know how they manage it and how I can start budgeting for data, so I don't spend too much money on data at the end of every month. So data is not cheap, so you need to be careful how you spend money on data. To be honest, I applaud YouTubers in Nigeria. I don't know how you guys are doing it, but especially people that are not monetized, I wonder how you're doing it, putting in effort, putting in your money, your data, just to upload content. Please support any small YouTuber you see in Nigeria, because it's not easy. Let's move on to transportation. Traveling by road is cancelled. Hey God, if you watched my trip to the east, you will see where there's a part of the video where I was complaining about my journey. You guys, it's cancelled. Okay, it is completely cancelled. Like, there is nothing that is going to make me travel by road interstate in Nigeria. If I don't have money for flight, I will sit in my house, because guys, first of all, it's either they are robbing you or they are kidnapping you. The road is bad. It's so unsafe. Like, you don't even know which one to drag safe. Like, see, if you cannot afford flights, please just sit in your house. It will not pain you like that, okay, compared to you traveling and then getting yourself into trouble. Traveling by road is just cancelled for me. It's cancelled. Like, it's just the worst thing you can do to yourself. Nigeria is noisy. Like I told you, I live in between 3 churches and I have a school near my house, so there's always noise here and there. Right now, as I'm filming this, I have locked up all the windows in this room, the doors and everything. I'll see how I can filter the noise as much as I can, but there is church is currently going on right now in this place. Guys, it's noisy. Am I saying 3 churches? 4 churches around me. 1, 2, 3, 4 churches around me and a school. So during the week, the school is noisy. Monday to Friday, Saturday and Sunday the church is doing choir practice. Sunday the main service starts, and one of them have like 3 services, that be 4 services in a day. So I'm really going through it with the noise, but what I do is just lock up my windows and mind my business. Tipping is a thing, so you're going to tip everybody for every and any thing, okay? You're going to be tipping. See, from the airport, just prepare your 500 that you'll be giving people, because it never ends. It never actually ends. So that's it for this. More of my experiences will be coming up here and there once in a while for you guys, so make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, so it can reach other people as well, and do turn on your post notification bell just beside the subscribe button. All right guys, I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.